something I've kind of been seeing is that you need both hard work and smart work. A lot of the time, many people, they kind of work too hard, and they could do things smarter, they could do things more intelligently, um, but like a good deal of the time, it's like once you start to learn to work smart, a lot of the time, then what holds you back is hard work. So something that I see with like newer clients, it's like when you're new, or when you're like a new lifter, or you're just beginning, like, so it's kind of good to get those clients to be doing like hard work, like pushing them hard. And like when you're new, a lot of the time the thing that is holding you back is the hard work. And it's like you tell them what to do, like kind of show them the way to do it, but then it's like maybe even push them like a little more, like let them test their limits. They're young and they can learn from the hard work. Then when you've been in it a couple of years and you know how to work really hard, at that time what holds you back sometimes isn't the hard work, but it's like the smart work. It's like you've been doing things a certain way, but now can you do them in a more efficient way, in a more effective way? Change up your routine, change up your methods. um, and then once you kind of learn to do that, and you learn to change things up at different times, it can cause you to get lazy, because you start to have success, and you learn like the best ways of doing things, and you learn good ways of doing things, and fast and quick and easy ways of doing things. And then at that point, sometimes, I mean, you can get lazy, or you can fall short, or you can have things go wrong, but then you can kind of like work hard again, or like learn to work hard again, because I mean, sometimes it is that's holding you back. And when you've been doing like smart work for a while and finding smarter things to do, yeah, it's like sometimes maybe you're being too lazy, or maybe you should put in like a little bit more effort, put more effort to make it higher quality or higher value or whatever else. And sometimes, yeah, at that point it is the hard work that's holding you back. And I think as you continue to progress, you really do need both. It doesn't necessarily get easier. Something that I learned, Ray Dalio talked about it in his book Principles, is that when you're new at anything, and like if let's say it's your own business, if you're new at the business and you're in like the first stages, the early stages, and you're just starting, is it hardest then, or is it hardest when you've been in it for a few years and you're kind of mature and you're older, and you've been doing it for a while? And Ray Dalio makes the point that it's kind of hard, like same level of difficulty at any level, whether that's a lower level or a higher level. You have new challenges, but you sort of like, even like later on, it's just you're playing the game at a higher level, but you're still playing the game, because if you stop playing, you lose, you die, you stop adapting, and you stop kind of growing and stuff. So you're always kind of playing the game at a higher level, and you need both. You need hard work and smart work. Like, one without the other kind of doesn't cut it. If you've been working too hard lately, you can kind of try and like find a smarter way of doing things and change up your methods. Find someone who has like the success that you want, and then see what steps they followed, then try and follow those same steps and see if you get similar results or not. But then if I mean, that's kind of working smart, but then also it could be the hard work that's holding you back. Like, are you willing to see things through to completion? Are you willing to put in effort, willing to put in hours, willing to kind of grind and put in the work that's needed? Because a lot of time people aren't. If you're willing to do both those things and then just continue to adapt and change and grow, like, you should be able to continue making progress for a good amount of time, for a long time potentially, as long as you continue to adapt. The world changes, civilization changes, your situations change, your personality changes maybe a little, and your circumstances change, your responsibilities and your obligations change, but it's the one who survives is the one who adapts to those things, and continues to adapt to change. that's the one who continues to progress, and that becomes the strongest of the species, or like the fittest of the species, according to Darwin. The one that adapts to change. And that's not it's not the hardest working one or the smartest working one necessarily, but like, are you continuing to adapt? So yeah, that's just some thoughts, and that's kind of why you need both hard and smart work. And just one doesn't cut it. If you have just the smart work, you'll be kind of lazy, and that will be your weakness. If you have just the hard work, like, you'll be going at it too hard without being thoughtful about what you're doing, and you'll kind of, I mean, it's like running into a wall over and over again and trying to run into it harder and expecting it to like go down or something, or be able to get to the other side. Sometimes you just need to tap it like a different way, or go about it a different way. Sometimes it's the smart work that's limiting you, and sometimes it's the hard work. So you need both, and in different situations you gotta figure out which you're lacking and what you're not doing, and then go and do it.